morning, Happy New Year. It's the first day back to school and work today, and it is dark outside. It is dark and it is cold, and I actually started vlogging on New Year's Day, and this is how I was feeling. It's the 1st of January. I love a new year. Christmas wasn't great. I did a little video of my on the channel on New Year's Eve. It was just like not great, wasn't it? It was disappointing all around. Some people had nice Christmases, all the same. You know, I had a nice day, but there was just something off about the whole thing. And as soon as I let it go, I was so excited for New Year's because it is just like draw a line under it, ultimate fresh start. Today is the day for plans and goal setting and positivity and just a whole new attitude. I'm making coffee, obviously. I bought a new coffee pot that goes a little more nicely. Let me look at the old one. Perhaps this will be the year that I actually graduate to an espresso maker. Probably not. Just spent quite a while looking for my phone to set a timer for some croissants that I just put in the oven. And you are my phone, and I was holding you. I just feel really like full of just positive energy today. Super full. It's a really nice day as well. I already can't wait to start getting out in the garden and doing things. I've got plans. This year I'd really like to put the kind of lean-to pergola. I want like a thing here that I can put a roof of some kind on, so we can kind of have seating just outside the double doors. Here is where I want to sit. This is what I want my view to be. Possibly not the collapsed hot tub. We will fix that. It's just because there's so much rainwater in it. But yeah, this is kind of what I want to just be able to step out of the doors, sit down, have my coffee. That is the garden thing this year. I swear, I hear gunshots all the time, and we back onto some farmland, and I think probably it is gunshots. Anyway, that is the plan this year. I don't think it's going to be a big job. I was quoted only a couple of £100 to put one together, and they said it'll only take like a day or two, so fingers crossed. But that is something I'd like to do. I was going to say in the new year, but we're in the new year. What is it? Why do I immediately want to come outside? All of December I've been like, oh, it's too cold. And in January, I feel like, I am reborn. Fresh air. Get me outside. Let me plant something. But I got up at 9. I actually did a lot of filming that day, and I was feeling super positive, and I'm glad I did, because today I've woken up and I'm like, I don't like this. It's dark outside, and it's much darker than the camera is letting on. And we're gonna go to school in the dark. I also started vlogging just after Christmas, when I started putting the decorations away, because I wanted to show you my fancy new boxed organizer thing that I bought from, where did I buy it from? Costco, which by the way was absolutely fantastic. Held so much stuff. Hello, good morning. I was feeling like vlogging, so here we are. We're also saying goodbye to the Christmas decorations. Now the tree, I'm keeping the tree up for a few more days, but I'm taking the decorations off just because I thought this might be like a fun activity to do while I'm watching TV. It doesn't feel like a huge, like, oh, I've got to take all the decorations down. I'm just gonna steadily take the decorations down. I'm using my new special Christmas decoration storage box for the first time, which is always fun, and kind of just taking it a little bit steadily, removing Christmas this year. I'm watching Death to 2020, which if you didn't see this last year, it was so fantastic. Watching Death to 2020 to then watch Death to 2021 later on. We watched this 3 or 4 times last year. I loved it so much. And that is what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I'm working. So we had a little pre-New Year's party last night, which was so much fun. I made a photo booth. I'm going to show you that later. And we had around Emma and Chris, who came up a long way, and a couple of other friends, just 6 of us. And it was a really, really nice group. And I kind of want to do it as like an annual, like an early New Year's Eve party for the win. But I stopped vlogging almost immediately because I forgot. So it feels like it wasn't meant to be that I actually start vlogging again until the world was back at work. I've actually been back to work. I worked the 3 days between Christmas and New Year. So today it doesn't feel like, you know, I've had some early mornings, but I haven't had to leave the house. So it turns out that not everyone is back to work and school today, because we were driving around and I'm like, there's not a lot of cars on the road. This is weird. I dropped Ella off. Ella knows, you know, what she's doing because she's a grown-up. And kind of occurred to me, we hadn't double-checked Milo's school website. We just kind of assumed, rounded the corner to his school and was like, there's nobody here. There were actually 3 other people. And after Googling, I had to go and inform them all. It was a training day. Somebody seems happy that Milo's come home because he's fallen asleep on his school things. This morning I have admin-y stuff to do, like invoices, notes and plans for things. And then I'm hoping this afternoon to get a jump on one of the videos for the weekend. But I thought since I'm not actually filming yet, I would do something experimental with my hair. I've just been watching someone I really enjoy. I never can remember the name of the channel. 1 second. Garden Answer. It's not even that difficult, is it? Anyway, it's a husband and wife, mostly the wife that makes the videos. They talk all about like seeds and planting and all year round. Absolutely fascinating if you're even vaguely interested in gardening, and if you're a complete noob like I was this time last year. She was so helpful in kind of teaching me real basics of what I wanted to do. Anyway, it was around this time last year that I got really excited about the garden and I started making the big shed into like a potting shed. You may remember most people were like, you're insane. Thing is, people are different. Each to their own, guys, each to their own. And I am already excited about planting things. So I think I may sow some seeds today. I still have my 12-month calendar that I got from Promosa. I did a sponsored video with them a couple of months ago. I also got, Burt's Bees sent me some lip balms at Christmas time, and they sent me this. And this is, again, one of those things that you plant. So you can just put this in the soil and plant it because it's got seeds in it. It's very, very cold. I'm not quite up for weeding and kind of cutting things back yet. I was watching something the other day and I was really inspired, really like motivated to get out, and I literally was like, maybe I'll go out and see. Oh my God, it's so cold. I'm gonna wait a few weeks, but I really need to get out and kind of cut some stuff back, what can be cut back, pull out some weeds that I should have done at the end of the summertime, and kind of prep it all for the spring. One thing that gave me so much hope for like my current stuff that's managed to survive over the winter was I planted a couple of bare root roses last spring. I bought them from Morrison's probably in January. I know that I left them outside, not planted or anything. I left them outside, they had cellophane around the roots, and it snowed. There were a few things that I bought, didn't plant yet, and it snowed on top of them. It was absolutely nuts. And look at these roses now. They thrived. It was absolutely crazy. But again, I should have deadheaded them. I got lazy towards the end of last year. And the wind pulled this out. So one of these is 2 sets of roses, and one of them is a climber and one of them is not a climber. And I'm gonna guess it's this one that seems to be like headed towards. So I need to actually pin that up against the shed this year because it has just, I cannot believe how quickly it grew. So yeah, don't be put off. It's not as difficult as people make out. A couple of updates since the beginning of this video. I think I mentioned this new mocha pot that I bought from TK Maxx, and I bought it because it was kind of like blue, like the Kitchen and Cute, but it did feel kind of lightweight and strange. The handle is plastic and it has melted. Don't have a gas hob or anything. It's just melted just from the heat. That's a design flaw. Not great. I went to pick it up because I always pick up the handle with like a cloth or something, because even with the other one, they can get really hot because they are over the top of the stove. And I went to pick it up and I was like, oh, something stuck, and it had melted onto the towel, so crazy. Second, please take in the beauty of the back of the house, because in a few days' time, there's gonna be a structure there. From here to there, so just kind of like lining up with the patio that we made, which needs a good clean, because what is this? Is this worms? Is it a mole situation? I don't know. Just a really simple kind of box pergola. It's going to come just above that light and have a tiny slope, because potentially we may put a roof on it. For now, it's just going to be open. Oh, it's so cold outside. So from here, we're going to see like a slight kind of porch style something, and then it's going to have an open roof. And that's why I'm not doing the roof yet, because there's a lot of light that comes in through this window, I don't want it to be super dark, but we do also have this massive window in the kitchen. So it's not a major issue. I'm just gonna wait and see how usable it is without a roof, given that it rains 70% of the time. It's also going to be a matter of what kind of roof. We were talking about this yesterday. I don't want it to be super noisy, but I also don't want something really ugly. I want it to look nice from underneath. He was showing me these felt roof tiles that look like actual tiles that are amazing, but then that's quite dark. I don't know. But if you've got a pergola with a roof, I'm all ears, please let me know. I'm just editing to the sound of money. Also, can we just have a moment to talk about what the garden used to look like versus what it looks like now? Looking at old videos is insane. Sitting in the living room, surrounded by things I need to put away and sort out. I'm like, it's been Christmas. It's not Christmas anymore. You need to sort your shit out. I'm probably not going to film today. I've got a lot of, like nearly jobs that are, I don't want to do it. Stupid things like sending emails and responding to things. I've done all of that this morning, which I feel good about. And I think I'll feel even better if I clean up everything and clean up the office and stuff and get everything ready to start work tomorrow. All the better. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Happy New Year. I'll probably vlog a couple of times a week moving forward, but we'll see. And if you're interested, I've been posting some different kind of content, or I'm going to be posting. I posted my first video over on my other channel, and I'm feeling a different kind of vibe this year. So I would be interested to see if you feel up for that change with me.